Hello YouTube! I'm back with another video. I know I keep saying like it's been what, 2 videos in a row now. Like, this is my last video for a while till I make another pipe or whatever. And well, as it turns out, I made another pipe. um, Last week's video was Derek's reverse calabash. That was the first pipe I had made post entering the cop foolery contest. This will be my second one. And I've actually got this idea. I'm going to start making gift pipes for a while. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make a playlist on here, over there, not here, over there. I gotta see if I can figure out how to do that, and I'll make a playlist of all the pipes that I've made to just give away to people. And so again, after this video, I don't know when I'll be back. But like I said in the last video, and the video before, and probably the video before that, I got a lot of ideas floating around up here. And I mean, I can churn out a pipe in like a weekend if I really work hard. The hardest part is waiting for things to dry. I have plenty of resources for it, as you saw in my my mail call video. I had about $80 in Aristocob stuff show up, so I'm pretty set for a while. And I've got offhand 4 ideas, 5 floating around, 4 at least for gifts, maybe 5. I kind of want to make myself a reverse calabash like Derek's, because that pipe is gorgeous and probably the nicest pipe I've ever made, and I kind of want one now. But I also got another idea that works the reverse calabash thing in for myself, so that one's gonna be after I do all these gift pipes, so that won't be for a while. But so anyway, I think I mentioned in the last video I live with Derek. We rent rooms from a buddy of ours who owns this house. We call it Hooligan Holler. And so I made a pipe from my buddy who owns the house, Levi. So without further ado, because I want to smoke this, we'll turn it this way. This is Levi's Black Betty. I named it that because he has an old Chevy truck. I think it's from the 70s. That is just flat black and raised, and he's done all kinds of stuff to it, and he calls it Black Betty. But it's a natural cob bottom. I've got it full of tobacco right now, so I gotta hold it in. It's a natural cob bottom. I used the bottom of a MacArthur. This was my 3rd attempt at this pipe. This pipe kicked my butt. I tried to use the top of a MacArthur, started shaping it, and you know, the MacArthur chamber comes down at an angle, you know. So when I started shaping it upside down. I didn't realize it. So the bottom where I would have to put the hardwood plug was as wide as a MacArthur, but it got so narrow, it was narrower than that, on what would be the top, you know, and so it just wasn't going to work. There was no way. I had taken too much material off. So I've still got that. I might rework it into a reverse calabash somehow. It's about the only thing I can figure to do with it. The second attempt, same deal. Used the top of MacArthur. Got it shaped correctly. Went to put the hardwood plug in. It seemed like everything went okay with it. When I went to drill the draft hole, the whole bottom broke off. I just cracked the whole way around. Oh man, was I mad. So I had I had 2 MacArthurs now, bottoms, that originally I had intended on keeping a couple more to make a couple more mini MacArthurs. And I just said, screw it, I'm so over this. I'm just going to make it a natural pipe bottom. or natural cob bottom, I should say, and I pipe mudded it for him. Um, this is a MacArthur shank that I cut down with a MacArthur bit. The only thing is it's very loose. I mean, it pops right out of there. But I know there's a trick where you can take a Q-tip and wet it, and wet the inside of the wood, and the wood will swell and snug it up a bit. It happened to, I ordered a Patriot from Missouri Meerschaum, and I had to do that to it, and it works fine now. I've also read a lot that just smoking it will tighten up the moisture from the tobacco, will cause it to swell. So I'm going to smoke it first, as I do all my gift pipes, because one, I want to make sure it's not going to, fail catastrophically. I'd hate to gift this to someone, or gift any pipe to someone, and have it just fail and not work as a pipe. And two, I put some work into it, so I want to enjoy it just once. Box. Derek's nickname is Box, for short for Lunchbox. Derek's reverse calabash got smoked twice just to really make sure that it worked all right. But yeah, let me fire this up here. It's good tobacco too. I bought him some cherry vanilla. Because that particular scent has some sentimental value to him that I won't go into because it's none of y'all's business, quite frankly. But I don't know that he'll even smoke this. But I wanted to make pipes for all my friends. I almost called it the Black Racer, because the Black Snake, a lot of people throw a broad stroke term. That's Black Snake, but there's different kinds. There's Black Racers, Black Rat Snakes, there's a million of them. Black Racers, their scales kind of look like, there's this one particular section right about here. They kind of look like that if you look at them real close. I can't clench this. I'm afraid it'll fall out. I don't think it will. We'll try. That'll do. Obviously, I plastered it. I tried that leather dye, fibbings, whatever. Didn't quite turn out how I wanted it to. I wanted more of that Missouri Meerschaum style dye. Like I really like the way they look, especially when you start messing with different colors. Where it hangs in the kernels, but the cob itself doesn't really take a whole lot of dye. So you have all these little accent pieces. This just went on flat. And where those little scaly parts are is the only place I could get it to kind of look like that. And you can't, I thought about trying to sand the plaster, but the plaster barely takes the stain. As does the cob. It's a very minute surface stain, which makes me feel better about maybe using regular wood stains, that it doesn't penetrate as deep as I thought. If I hadn't screwed this up, I had specifically bought one MacArthur to plaster and cut up into pieces and experiment with different stains and like trying to water down the leather dye because Derek's and my Sedona Patrician and Kaylee's Cobb Warden I used wood stain on, and the idea of it makes me nervous. Um, just the chemicals and stuff. Despite the fact that this has lacquer on it, Missouri Meerschaum lacquers all their pipes one way or another. And quite frankly, we're smoking one way or another. So it's bad for you, however you cut it, right? But still, why add unnecessary things to it? I'm hoping this will swell up a little. I might do the water trick. Let's see if you can see how much it. See all that play in that thing? Thought about maybe like. So I have some JV Weld 2-part epoxy that I used to secure the bit on Derek's reverse calabash to a plastic washer that I drilled a hole through on it. And I thought about putting just a fine layer of it on the male portion of the bit and then sanding it down until it fit good and snug. But the other thing I worry about is I know these will swell with use. And there's no ferrule on this. I wanted a very bare bones utilitarian kind of pipe. That's Levi. He's very just get it done kind of guy. I wanted something he could just clinch and walk around in the yard with and do whatever, work on his truck, fix the million things that he'd fixed around here. So I didn't want any bells and whistles, no shiny ferrules, no fancy bent stem or bit. Just there it is, corn cob pipe, Nice to know I can still do that. Yeah, I'll try the water thing. That's mildly annoying. I did reshape this a little bit to be a little more flush. I beveled the wood down, and then this had kind of a bump right here. Made it more flat and then tapered down. I evened it out on a belt sander so that it would really marry up together. And then polished it. I have these like emery board kind of things I got off Amazon that go up to like 20,000 grit or something to that effect. Comes with like 10 of them in a pack. They're fantastic. You should get them. Anybody that works on pipes should get them. They're even just taking the chatter off of your bits. I've used it on like some estate pipes that I've got just to clean up the stuff, just to clean up the bits. And I actually polished this pipe a little bit with them because I went a little too crazy with the lacquer because it was raining. And I was mad that I was outside and trying to work quick instead of taking my time. And it got kind of cloudy, and it still is in some places. But I tried just working on it real hard with the finest grit that I had. We're at 15 minutes. Man, I keep trying to make these videos short, and I end up rambling for 15 minutes about it. Sorry, guys. Anyway. I'm gonna get off here. To get one last look. There we go. There you go, now you can really see her. Still a nice pipe overall. Good for what it is. I think I still liked it better than the corn dog I made. I might part that one out. And the more I look at it, the less I like it. But I do like the white bit on it, though. I definitely want to salvage that. But anyway. I might be able to churn out one more video in time, not to break up my rhythm of one video a week. Because I have a pretty easy one that I want to do for another friend of mine. But I don't know. We'll see. Got some busy weekends coming up still. Kaylee's in town, so we're hanging out a lot. We're going fishing next weekend. So that takes precedence over building pipes. But anyway, till next time, all 21 of you. Now, I have 21 subscribers. Man, you guys are going to have to keep me in check. Alright, this level of fame might start to go to my head. I'm a dork. I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm getting off here. Oh, by the way, I got a tripod. It's the phone's in the tripods, I can't show you, but it's one of those octopus ones that wraps around stuff. So if I take it into the woods, I can wrap it around a tree. And it also came with this nifty little remote. It's Bluetooth, so I don't have to reach up and touch the screen at the end of the video. No, I can just remotely cut y'all off. So, till next time, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and happy piping, right? Oh, it didn't work.